Welcome to Seneca Indians Baseball, live on KNEO.org. This broadcast is a sporting outreach of the KNEO Sports Network. You're now locked into the official pregame show of the Seneca Indians. Now, let's go to Ben Walcott, live on location.
And a pleasant, good Thursday afternoon as we welcome you here to Seneca, Missouri. We get set for high school baseball here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. I'm Ben Walcott, joined by Coach Daryl Harbaugh as we have hit the regular season finale here in the state of Missouri as Neosho comes in 8-21 overall, Seneca 18-11 overall. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca and Prater's Pharmacy. And Daryl, it's hard to believe that we are already at the regular season finale.
So it seems like a long season when you first start, but it goes pretty quick. Baseball does. They get a lot of games in a short period of time. But and it's one of the better nights that we've had out here. Here we're finally in the press box, and it's nice outside. It's a few windy, few of the less windiest days that we've had, and here we are in the press box this time. But yeah, they finally got something for us up here. And it looks all right. It looks good. So hopefully we can come away and dedicate this new press box with a win tonight.
It should be a good one here this evening between these two teams. And, Daryl, this is not the last time this Seneca team will be on this field because districts start on Saturday. They have a bye to Monday, but they have at least one, hopefully two more games left here on this field.
Well, let's hope so. I mean, they got a number 2 seed, and they got games here Saturday, and deciding, the 3-6 and the 4-5 matchup, and then we'll decide here if who we're playing Monday, and hopefully, if the boys play good and play well, we get a chance to play Monday and Tuesday, and maybe come away with the district championship.
Seneca will play the winner of Cassville and Mount Vernon. That game is here Saturday at 11 o'clock, and then that game will be at 6 o'clock on Monday evening. We'll go ahead and take our first time out of the afternoon. Come back with more after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
There are over 7.5 billion people on our planet. It's hard to believe that anybody would feel lonely, but maybe that's exactly how you feel. Well, Billy Graham has good news.
Jesus believed in the worth of the individual. And Jesus spent most of his time with individuals, not just great crowds. The Bible teaches that God loves you as an individual. And greater love hath no man than this, that he lay down his life for his friends. And the Lord Jesus Christ died on the cross. And while he was on the cross, he was thinking about you, because he was God. He could look down the centuries and call you by name on that cross and say, I love you. I will forgive you if you will come to me.
That's right. God loves you, and he's waiting for you with open arms. Learn more at findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back. Your countdown to first pitch sponsors, People's Bank of Seneca, Prater's Pharmacy, and Darrell. This Seneca team is looking to snap a 2-game losing streak. Lost 5-2 on Monday to CJ. You know, Frossert was able to hit a home run here on Monday afternoon, but not very many hits. And then Tuesday, they got a lot of hits, just a lot more errors. Unfortunately, they couldn't string everything together. You know, had a couple different times that they had opportunities to win in the bottom of the 7th and bottom of the 8th and couldn't come through. And then Springfield Catholic had a couple in the 9th, and that was the winning run. Yeah,
it just they did everything. You know, it's like they did everything they could to lose the game, and they did it. And they gave Springfield Catholic every break, all the errors, and just gave them all kinds of stuff that to use. And Springfield Catholic used it and to their advantage, and to come out with a win. It was tough. I mean, I know the boys are frustrated. It's just one of those games that I hope they're getting everything out of their system now. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, you're hoping to go on a little bit of a winning streak starting today. This Neosho team has struggled, but they play in one of, if not the toughest baseball conference in the entire state in the COC. And so their 8-21 record might be a little bit deceiving.
Well, yeah, they play some good competition. Springfield area up there has got some good baseball. And they're 8-21. Yeah, but like you said, Ben, these guys they're playing against the good teams all the time.
Yeah, you think about it, they've played against Glendale, which that's not a COC team, but, they've played against Glendale. That's a district opponent. They've played against Republic. They've played against Ozark. You're playing against Nixa. All these really good teams. And talking to John, our Neosho guy before the game, and he said, their best pitcher has lost games 1-0, 2-1, 3-2.
Yeah.
And so, they're not able to get timely hits, and it's not necessarily their pitcher's fault. It's just they can't get the timely hit, kind of like Seneca.
Yeah, you've got to have that timely. It's just like us, the CJ. We had runners on, and CJ could not get the hit at the right time. And we allowed base runners against Springfield Catholic. We allowed base runners to get on through the errors and the walks and the errors and stuff, and then they got their timely hits, and they took advantage of it. So, yeah, as I do, we do this all the time. It's walks and errors, and can you get the hit at the right time?
Yeah, this is the regular season finale for Seneca. Neosho actually has a makeup game tomorrow afternoon. I think it's one they kind of had to get in because it was a COC game. They have to travel to Branson tomorrow, and it doesn't really hurt them to play that game because their district doesn't start till Wednesday. They actually are the 7 seed, play Republic on Wednesday afternoon at 4 o'clock in Kickapoo. So, even playing that game, you still get plenty of rest before you get back to that game.
Sure, and Branson's a good team. Branson, I think, when we went down there and played them, had 12 seniors on the team. Branson did, and their whole JV team was nothing but juniors. So, yeah, they've got a good crew there.
Go ahead, take another timeout. Come back with more after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options, including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Hi, this is Jamie Langford with Langford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local area, and we're also proud to support the Seneca High School Pride Marching Band. Langford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
And we welcome you back. Your starting lineups here sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine. First for the visiting Neosho Wildcats. They come in at 8-21 overall. Leading off is the third baseman, number 1, Hudson Williams. Batting second and playing right field, number 22, Cade Spiva. Batting third and playing left field, number 3, Denver Welch. The cleanup hitter is the designated hitter, number 32, Canton Smith. Batting fifth and playing first base, number 34, Noah Lawson. Batting sixth and playing shortstop, number 10, Quentin Hughes. Batting seventh and playing second base, number 19, Jaden Fisher. Batting eighth and doing the catching, number 4, Brody Crane. And batting ninth and manning center field, number 24, Finn Versluis. The head coach of the Wildcats is Bo Hessel. He's assisted by T. Hessel and Dayton Whitehead. Now the starting lineup for the Seneca Indians, they come in at 18-11 overall. Leading off is the pitcher, number 13, Jagger Wilson. Batting second and playing center field, number 18, Drew Sherwood. Batting third is the designated hitter, number 0, Cade Johnson. The cleanup hitter is the first baseman, number 21, Hagen Ginger. Batting fifth and playing third base, number 8, Grant Houchin. Batting sixth and playing left field, number 33, Caden Klaus. Batting seventh and playing right field, number 23, Roman Miller. Batting eighth and playing second base, number 5, Braden Roark. And batting ninth and playing shortstop, number 16, Colton Curtis. Extra player for the Indians is number 22, Dane Frossard. He's doing the catching. Forgot to say the extra player for Neosho. It is their pitcher, number 6, Boston Patterson. Should be a good one here on an absolutely picture-perfect day here in Seneca, and it is not too hot, not too cold, and it's baseball weather.
No, it's absolutely perfect. Got a blue sky out there, just a touch of clouds in the sky, and after a pretty rough night last night, we got a lot of rain, but a little bit of rough weather around the area, and I'm hoping everybody was safe from that.
Yeah, I mean, you look at the last 4 days. I mean, you had 2 days that were interesting on Monday and Wednesday. Yeah. And then Tuesday, Tuesday night was gorgeous. I was in Mount Vernon for a game, and Tuesday night was gorgeous. And then Wednesday was a little bit rough, and now we're supposed to have some nice weather all the way through Sunday. And hopefully through Monday and Tuesday, because we got some games that we're trying to get in here and not have to move the district around. So
yeah, it makes it tough sometimes. But what makes it nicer is that you got this artificial turf field, and if you do get some rain early, it doesn't affect it like with the rain we got last. If you get later on in the day, if it was a grass field, it would affect it pretty bad.
Yeah, I mean, you think about the last couple of days, and that's why so many teams around here are switching to turf, just because it drains so much better. I mean, you think about all the games that had to be moved around or moved to turf for that very reason. So,
Tuesday night was an example. The Storms went through Monday. Springfield Catholic's got a grass field. Their fields got washed out. What do? We have it here because we have turf.
And, I mean, that was the same thing. You think about Marshfield, Mack County. That was scheduled in Marshfield. Marshfield traveled to Mack.
Yep.
Reed's Spring actually had to go to Branson to host their crossover game. So, I mean, you think about it, it seems like at least a lot of the Big 8 West teams have turf, but the Big 8 East teams seem to still have natural grass, but now everything's kind of maneuvering around again.
It wasn't a couple of years ago that where did Seneca host the district?
Right, Joe Becker
Stadium. Why? Because it rained theirs out, and they got what's the word I'm thinking about?
Artificial turf?
No,
artificial?
No. It got to where they couldn't play on it anymore.
Oh, it got condemned.
Condemned. That's one of the word I was thinking of. It got condemned, and the light poles were rutting out on the bottom because of all the water. So, it makes a lot of sense. I'm hoping most of the teams around here can have that.
I mean, you think about it, Tuesday night, even when I was doing the softball game, they didn't know at the beginning of the day if they were going to be able to have it because that's a dirt field, but they did an excellent job probably putting down a bunch of dirt, cat litter, whatever you need to do to absorb it, and by Tuesday night, and it was windy a little bit. The wind helps dry things out as well, but they did a good job of getting that field ready to go because the baseball team also hosted Mount Vernon has grass, and so they had to do a lot of work Tuesday just to get those games in. Go ahead, take another timeout. When we come back, we'll have the start of the game for you after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Being a Lion comes with a reputation for excellence. Whether it's in the classroom, on the court, or in the community, Lions are leading the way. With innovative and immersive academic programs, new scholarship opportunities, and a campus committed to the future, now is the perfect time to find your purpose. Find your pride at Missouri Southern State University.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
When you were a child, the future was an open book. You look forward to the great things you'd accomplish when you were all grown up. But what if as an adult, someone said to you, you should be more like a child? The Bible says that's exactly what Jesus told his followers. Billy Graham.
At that time, the disciples came to Jesus and asked, "Who is greatest in the kingdom of heaven?" And he said, "I tell you the truth, unless you are converted and become as little children, you'll never enter the kingdom of heaven. Therefore, whosoever humbles himself like a little child is greatest in the kingdom of heaven." You don't have to do some great thing or go through some great experience to know Christ. You just come like you are.
Discover how you can experience Jesus Christ personally. Go to findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
And we welcome you back as we get set for action here between Seneca and Neosho. Once again, Seneca will look like this in the field. A little bit different with Jagger on the mound. The infield will look a little bit different. But left to right in the outfield is what it normally is. In left field is Caden Klaus. Center field is Drew Sherwood. Right field is Roman Miller. Left to right in the infield is Grant Houchin at third. Colton Curtis moves from second base to shortstop. Braden Roark is at second base, and at first base is Hagen Ginger, with a battery of Dane Foster catching Jagger Wilson. And there's something they don't like. Is it potentially him wearing the sleeve? There's already something that they don't like, and or it has to switch the glove. Maybe the glove looked a little bit too similar to the ball, though maybe white on the glove looked a little too similar because they went out there and got that early. So it's the first time I've seen that.
I don't know. I mean, he had a blue glove on. Now he's switching to a more of a tan-colored glove. So I don't know if, like I said, Ben, you got me.
That's what Seneca will look like in the field. Hudson Williams, Cade Spiva, and Denver Welch are the first three for Neosho. The next three are Canton Smith, Noah Lawson, and Quentin Hughes. And the final three are Jaden Fisher, Brody Crane, and Finn Versluis. Working against Jagger Wilson. Jagger only a freshman, but he has shown he is definitely the number 3 starter for this Seneca team. And they're hoping he can go the distance here this afternoon, because once you get past him, you're throwing the kitchen sink, because neither Sherwood or Houchin is eligible to pitch this afternoon.
Well, you know, it's all right. I mean, Ian came in, and it was kind of funny. The Ian came in and did a great job on Tuesday when you guys weren't here, but when Springfield Catholic came to town, Ian came in backup and did a great job. I mean, very good job. Next thing you know, he's out of the game. It's like, what in the world? We didn't know what was going on. Well, what happened was
pitch count.
No. Ian came off the mound, and he came in for Braden.
Roark.
Well, next thing you know, they come off the mound. Braden grabs the bat because it was his term. He goes up the bat, and it's like, now he could. Now he had to take him out.
Oh, okay.
And Curtis came in to pitch, and he did a good job. But we couldn't make plays behind him.
Hudson Williams comes to the plate. 78 degrees here at first pitch in Seneca. 4:28 p.m. Your first pitch is that one is fired in there. 4 strikes, so the count's 0-1. Seneca, the white pants, blue tops, white and red trim, as the 0-1 is in there for a strike, and the count's 0-2. You got red numbers on the front and white numbers on the back.
Yeah, they just wanted to mess you up.
So here comes the 0-2 to Williams. That breaking ball is outside, so the count 1-2. Doesn't take a lot, Darryl. You know that.
And they're giving him a lot of room in right center, Ben. I mean, Roman got burnt a couple times over there. There he is. That was a good pitch right in the corner.
And it's in there for strike 3. So 4 pitches and 1 down here as Cade Spiva will come to the plate. Neosho, the all grays with red and gold, black and gold trim and black numbers. So here comes the first pitch to Spiva, and it's outside. So the count's 1-0.
Yeah, Roman got beat a couple times. I say he got beat. They hit it down the right field line the other night, so he's kind of hugging that right field line tonight when it started off with.
That pitch is inside, and the count's 2-0.
So they're giving him a lot of room toward the scoreboard in right center.
So Wilson gets a sign from Frossard as here comes the 2-0. That's high and outside to count 3-0. There's only 2 seniors on this year's Seneca squad. The majority of the kids are going to be back. And if you're 18 and 11, you got a really good chance of being even better next year as here comes the 3-0. And that's outside for ball 4. So after a strikeout looking, a 1-out walk, as Denver Welch will come to the plate.
Yeah, it's like you said, Ben, we got KJ. We got Dane Frost in there for KJ behind the plate. And they're getting a lot of good looks in. Their best 3 pitchers are coming back. It looking good for this year and next year for Seneca.
Now Colton Curtis, you'll have to replace him on the infield. And Frossard is already, as that first pitch is low, so the count's 1-0. But, I mean, you'll have to find a replacement for Curtis in the infield, but Frossard is already the replacement for KJ, so 1-0 the count here on Welch. That ball hit to Wilson, throws to second for 1, to first in time. It is a 1-4-3 double play, and that will always help your pitch count, as Welch did not mean to swing, but swung anyways. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. Half inning done here in Seneca. Neosho nothing. Seneca coming up on the KNEO Sports Network.
Marine Center Incorporated is a sponsor of Seneca Athletics. In business since 1979, they offer Mercury and Suzuki motors, along with low boats as well as boat repairs. Located at 4961 Highway 43 in Joplin, Missouri, open Monday through Friday 9 to 5, Saturday 9 to 12, and closed on Sunday. For more information, the phone number is 417-781-7450 or online at marinecenterjoplin.com. The Marine Center Incorporated, where the slogan is, your family boating headquarters.
Looking for a bank that puts community first? Look no further than First Community Bank. With our friendly service, convenient locations, and a wide range of financial products and services, we're here to meet all your banking needs. Whether you're saving for the future, buying a home, or starting a business, we're committed to helping you achieve your financial goals. Come experience the First Community Bank difference today. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC.
KNEO would like to thank the Big Nickel for sponsoring this portion of broadcasting on 91.7 FM. The Big Nickel is an advertising shopper for thousands of different items, from automobiles and livestock to help wanted and real estate. It covers a 70-mile radius in the 4-state area and is available in area businesses each week. Located at 1931 East 20th Street, Suite 103 in Joplin, Missouri. Their telephone number is 417-624-4100.
And we welcome you back as Drew Sherwood will come to the plate. Jagger Wilson grounded out. He thought it was a foul ball. Coach Sherwood over there at first thought it was as well, so they're going to talk about it. I mean, he did not run out of the box at all, so he thought it was a foul ball. I mean, normally the home plate umpire is the one that can see it better, and it is a foul ball, so the count is 1-1 with nobody out.
Yeah, I conferred with the umpire down the right field line and talked about it and said, yeah, it came off his foot. And like you said, Ben, he didn't run because he thought it was a foul ball and sitting there, and then he kind of took off. It's like.
And now the coach for Neosho, Bohelsel, is saying, how can he tell so far away and you can't tell and you're so close?
Well, he's blind half the time. I mean, it's a tough call. He's blinded by the bodies and stuff, catcher and the batter.
1-1 the count here on Wilson. I mean, the way Wilson came out of the box, he definitely thought it hit him. Normally, you can tell by the batter too.
Oh yeah, he'd be wanting to run.
So 1-1 is popped in the air, foul, and it's gonna get out of play. It's count 1-2.
Yeah, he's usually fast down the first base line and gets there pretty quick, and that time he just like, what? What do you mean that was a fair ball?
So here comes the 1-2 to Wilson, and that is nubbed. Pitcher Batterson makes a good play and throws him out at first. Had to barehand it. If that gets by him, that's an infield single. And so he made a good play there, barehanded, strong throw over, and there's one down for Drew Sherwood. Because if he doesn't make that play, nobody makes that play.
Yeah. Took him a little bit just to kind of gather the ball up. Probably had quite a bit of spin on it, too.
Sherwood will come to the plate. Seneca had 9 hits and 10 runs in the game on Tuesday night as that pitch is spoiled foul. Counts 0-1. The one line you don't like is the 6 errors that they had.
I don't even like to talk about it. It's like I don't know, routine plays that you normally make, and we just weren't making them.
As the pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's 0-2. 0-2 the count here on Sherwood, as Patterson has got ahead of both pitchers here. And a foul tips it into the mitt for strike 3. So Patterson working early here. As K. Johnson will come to the plate. Normally you would say, this is the final home game for your seniors, in KJ and Colton Curtis. But Seneca lucky enough to host the district, so you get at least one more game.
Yeah, it's good for them, too. Nice to end their season on the district here.
KJ hits one on a hop to third. Williams throws to first in time. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Patterson. Nothing doing for Seneca here in the first. One done. No score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
I am a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm here to talk about life, your dreams, your work, your family, and how you can protect it all with a company that will talk to you with the honesty of a farmer and take care of you with the integrity of a neighbor. I'll make sure no detail is left uncovered so your family can breathe easy. Because just like you, I chose to build a life in Missouri too. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and I'm from Missouri for life.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get.
Singing is my career and my calling, but I'm also a mother of 4.
And as entrepreneurs, we weigh the cost of every decision.
Medical bills are no longer a worry for our family, so I can focus on my calling.
And our family.
Joining Christian Healthcare Ministries was one of the best decisions we ever made. We're the Blair family, and this is our CHM story.
Choose your doctor without network restrictions, all at an affordable price. Enroll anytime at chministries.org/enroll.
See where he saw it.
1-1 the count here on Canton Smith as he leads things off here in the top of the second. Smith, Lawson, and Hughes, the 3 due up. That ball a mile high in the infield as Curtis going to call everybody off, and he is able to grab it out there in short center field. It was tailing away from him. I think Sherwood lost it a little bit because normally you would want your center fielder calling off your shortstop. I know Curtis called it, but I think Sherwood had an easier play. I think he would have called him off.
He might have him called off. I don't know if the wind, there's just a touch of wind out there coming out of the west that kind of moved it away from Colton, but he did a good job staying with it.
So that first pitch to Noah Lawson is low for a ball. So counts 1-0. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolube Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast. Both pitchers working quickly here as here comes the 1-0, and that one's spoiled foul. And the count's 1-1, and you're getting your baseballs replenished here. That one went over to Cannon Vermillion, one of the assistants, and he decided to fire in fourth.
Yeah, we got 4 baseballs, 1 playing with and 3 on reserve.
1-1 the count here on Lawson. Jagger looks for a sign here from Frossard. Here comes the 1-1. Breaking ball back to Jagger. Plenty of time. Throws a fastball to first. And there's 2 down, and a lot of soft contact here early for Neosho as Quentin Hughes comes to the plate.
Yeah, right off the handle.
Campbell Billiken Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, all sponsoring the broadcast. As here comes the first pitch to Hughes. That's inside, and the count's 1-0. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast as well. 1-0 the count here on Hughes. That ball is laced down the right field line, foul, and even got past the Neosho bullpen, so the count 1-1. We'll say, Daryl, the one drawback of the press box is I no longer get a farmer's tan. So 1-1 is slowing outside, so the count's 2-1.
Yeah, we might have to work on that. I guess we can, I don't know, pipe in some sunlight. We'll put a sunlight in here or something for you, Ben.
2-1 the count, but on those windy days, I'm not going to complain. So here comes the 2-1, and that's low, so the count 3-1. It'll block the majority of the wind at least.
North wind we're looking straight north. That north wind might be a hazard on us.
So here comes the 3-1. That ball hit on a couple hops to row arc, throws to first in time. 1-2-3 go Neosho here in the second. 1.5 done. No score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
A sponsor of community broadcasting on KNEO, Southwest Missouri Bank in Neosho, serving the Neosho area from 2 locations. They offer personal banking services, including checking and savings accounts, home loans, and online banking. Learn more online at smbonline.com. Southwest Missouri Bank, an equal housing lender. Member FDIC, where their slogan is
Southwest Missouri Bank, we can do that.
Seneca True Value is an authorized dealer of Hustler lawnmowers and is a proud supporter of the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network. Seneca True Value offers tools, equipment, and products for professional contractors and do-it-yourselfers. They are open 8 a.m. to 6 p.m. Monday through Friday and 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. on Saturday. Located at 404 Cherokee Avenue in Seneca. For more information, their phone number is 417-776-6000. Go Indians!
SGA Unlimited is a proud sponsor of the Seneca Indians. Located north of Seneca on Highway 43, they offer equipment and supplies for outdoor sporting needs, including hunting and fishing. They are a licensed gun dealer and provide bait and accessories for fishing. For more information, their phone number is 417-439-1996. Proud supporters of Seneca Indian Athletics on KNEO. And we welcome you back as Hagen Ginger gets a hit on the very first pitch of the second. Grant Houchin will come to the plate. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. I don't know if Ginger is as aggressive as KJ, but I could see him being aggressive as the pitch is high for a ball, so counts 1-0.
No, he's not as aggressive as KJ on the mound. He gets down there pretty quick for a big old kid. A little snot. But anyway, he's got some pretty good wheels underneath him.
The 1-0 is low, and the count now 2-0.
I don't think he's gonna. I didn't see any signal or sign in there from. I don't think he's going to do anything that's going to take him out of position. They need base runners.
There's a big gap on that right side as the 2-0 is over for strikes. Counts 2-1. That's where Hagen hit it the first time. And kind of that gap over the second baseman.
Well, he's seen an outside ball. He's notorious for trying to roll it over, but now he stayed with it and actually thumped it out to the right.
So they throw back behind Hagen, and he gets back safely. 2-1 the count here on Houchin. Leadoff runner on for Seneca here in the second. Their first base runner. Not a big lead for Ginger as Houchin pulls the bat back, and the count's 3-1. 3-1 is normally a good hit and run count. We'll see if they send anything in motion here. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. So here comes the 3-1. It is a hit and run, and it's ball 4, so it does not matter. That was ball 4.
Yeah, that's ball 4.
I don't think Houchin realized it was ball 4.
Yeah.
So runners are at first and second. I mean, as a catcher, you have to throw it because you never know. But, I mean, Ginger would have been out, but it was ball 4. So now runners are at first and second for Caden Klaus. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the game. And Darrell, this is where Seneca has gotten into some issues the past couple of games. I don't know about Tuesday night, but as that first pitch is outside for a ball, it counts 1-0. But Monday they had runners in scoring position, runners on. They stranded 10.
Yeah.
I believe it was on Monday.
You can't get the hit at the right time. That's what we're working on or trying to get.
The 1-0 pitch is swung on and missed. So the count 1-1.
And Caden's been swinging the bat well at last Saturday at Aurora. He went 4 for 4 against Aurora.
And then he also had a couple hits against Parkview earlier that day as well.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah.
1-1 the count. Here comes the 1-1 from Patterson. And it is in there for a strike. Ginger read it better, but Houchin was not able to read it. And it's not a wild pitch, but it's not a pass ball. I'll just give Ginger a stolen base.
He's a stolen base. It surprised me that he took off. I don't know if he didn't see the signal correct because Houchin was kind of like this, and I think Coach is talking to him. So,
yeah, he saw the ball drop, and I think that's what had him go. As the 1-2 was swung on and missed for strike 3. Second strikeout for Patterson. First out of the inning is Roman Miller. Will come to the plate. 4-State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce sponsoring the broadcast. And Darrell, we saw on Monday there was a suicide squeeze, and if it wasn't caught, it would have worked out beautifully, but it was caught. So we'll have to see if they throw any kind of squeeze play on as the first pitch is high for a ball. Counts 1-0.
Yeah, it was a good play.
It was a good play by the pitcher for CJ.
He reached out there and did a great job of catching it, and by that time you're just dead over there at third.
Yeah, Sherwood took off, and he had already slid home, and he looked back and was like, oh, he caught it, and you have all the time in the world to throw to first. As Miller swings and misses, so it counts 1-1.
Yeah, we just need to put a bat on the ball. You put a grounder, I think Hagen's going to go.
Yeah, I mean, because they're playing for a double play up the middle. So they throw behind Houchin. He's back safely. 1-1 the count here on Miller. Here in the second inning, bottom of the second, Seneca threatening. So here comes the 1-1 from Patterson. And he was trying to bunt. I think it was a safety squeeze there because Ginger
was just a full. No.
Yeah, was not going. So the count 1-2. So now Miller needing to find a way to get a base hit. I don't think you have a squeeze play on with 2 strikes. Here comes the 1-2, and that's swung on and missed. And Patterson has bared down here after giving up a single and a walk. He has struck out the next 2. So Braden Roark will come to the plate. It's a long inning here for Patterson, but he'll take it if he can get out of this with no runs given up. So here comes the first pitch to Roark, and that's in there for a strike. And the count is 0-1.
He's Braden Roark, he usually puts a bat on the ball. He's a good slap hitter. He can go anywhere.
It's a big hole on that left side. So here comes the 0-1. That's in the dirt. Good block there by the catcher, Crane, and the count's 1-1.
Yeah.
Seneca has one of the bigger ballparks in the 4-state area. It's 330 down the lines at 400 to dead center. The 3 years of its existence, I've only seen 2 home runs as Houchin will take off. He takes a strike to Roark, and so now runners are at second and third. It's a stolen base, but Neosho's just worried about the hitter, and Roark has the battle. The count 1-2.
we get this timely hit.
Comes the 1-2, and he swings at the breaking ball for strike 3. That's the 4th strikeout of the game for Patterson. Strikes out the side after giving up a leadoff hit and a walk. Seneca strands 2 done. No score here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Crowder College, your future, our focus. At Crowder College, we have 6 convenient locations in Southwest Missouri and online programs to fit your needs. Flexible scheduling provides a pathway to a career or the opportunity to transfer to a 4-year university in a variety of programs. Cheer for the Rough Riders at athletic events. Use the Missouri A+ Scholarship Program for free tuition and common fees. At Crowder College, your future is our focus. Apply today at crowder.edu.
Locally owned, operated, and here for you. Check out the new face of the Neosho Daily News, covering Newton County, highlighting area residents, businesses, school news, sports, and more. Find us on Facebook at Neosho Daily News or call 417-451-1520. Go get 'em, Indians!
Jaden Fisher to lead things off. He takes a called strike, so the count's 0-1. The 0-1 pitch must have hit him on the backside. He was trying to avoid it, but must have hit him. So leadoff base runner here for Neosho is Brody Crane. He'll come to the plate. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvis Ballpark through Sunday, May 12th versus the Springfield Cardinals. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. So here comes the first pitch to Crane. He's the number 8 hitter. I wondered if they were going to try and bunt. Wilson going to throw to first. That's his only play, a sac bunt. 1-3 put out. And the sacrifice allows Fisher to go to second as Finn Versluis will come to the plate. So 1 out here for Neosho, and they have a runner in scoring position. Their first runner in scoring position. Second base runner of the game. The first runner got out on a... That first pitch is in there for a strike. So counts 0-1. First base runner got doubled up. Curtis is the one holding the base runner on. Still a big gap in right center.
Yeah.
So 1 in the dirt, and Frostard can't block it. Wild pitch now allows Fisher to go to third. This counts 1-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ballgame schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO917 Sports. 1-1 the count here on Versluis. Ginger and Houchin coming home as here comes the 1-1, and that ball laced right to Roark. He was able to catch it. A good job by him. And it holds the runner at third base.
Yeah, good job because he's looking right into the sun trying to pick that ball up off the bat. So
and it was
good job of him.
It was tailing away from him as well.
Yeah, it's a good job by him. Good thing he didn't have to take 2 or 3 steps because that ball was hit sharp.
Hudson Williams will come back to the plate. He struck out looking his first time up. So here comes the first pitch in the dirt. Good block by Frostard, and the count's 1-0.
Yeah, that's what Frostard has to do a better job of. He's a good little catcher. He's getting a lot of playing time, but he's got to learn how to be a wall back there.
1-0 the count here on Williams. That 1-0 is hit to the right side and in front of Roman Miller, an RBI single, and that's what the sacrifice bunt and wild pitch will do for you as Neosho draws first blood. Other thing is
well, you get a timely hit.
Yeah.
That's the deal. If he was on second, he probably would have scored anyway, but still yet.
Yeah. Maybe have a better chance of getting him out if he's at second compared to at first. As Cade Spiva comes to the plate, he walked his first time up on 4 straight pitches. That ball laced down the right field line, foul. Out of play, and the count's 0-1.
Coach may be trying to figure out he's out there in the big lead.
See
First
if,
base, yes.
yeah.
They might check in the arm of Dane here.
So 0-1 is outside, and the count 1-1. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News wish the Seneca Indians good luck. Let's go get that win. 1-1 the count here on Spiva, excuse me. Williams, an RBI single to give Neosho the lead. So that 1-1 is high, and the count's 2-1. You always say 2-1 is a good hit and run count because you don't want it to go 3-1. 2-1, 3-1 are both good hit and run counts.
More than likely, the batter's going to get a big pitch to hit.
That pitch is in there for a strike, a high strike, and the count's 2-2. See if Wilson can get out of this inning with no more damage. Don't want to get to 3-2 because then Williams gets a free head start. Other than the fact that it's 3-2.
Yeah.
But. So here comes the 2-2. He's off anyways, and he's in there for a called strike 3. And that will end the inning. For Neosho, they get 1 run on 1 hit. There were no errors, and they strand 1. 2.5 done here in Seneca. Neosho a 1-0 lead here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
Colton Curtis leads things off here for Seneca in the third, a 9-1-2 here for the Indians as he swings at the first pitch and misses. So the count is 0-1. So here comes the 0-1 from Patterson, and that's high. So the count 1-1. As 1-1 pitch, swung on and missed, and the count's 1-2. Patterson is 4 strikeouts and 3 in a row. He's looking for his 4th straight strikeout. He gave up a single and a walk to start the second and then struck out the side. Comes the 1-2. That's golfed into short left field, but Hughes, the shortstop, able to get it, and there's 1 down.
Made a good play running backwards and catching that ball on the run.
Jagger Wilson comes to the plate, grounded out to the pitcher his first time up, and it's a tough play for the pitcher, kind of falling off to his
pitcher's right.
Yeah.
Yeah, and had a tough play getting a hold of it, but he.
So that breaking ball's in there for strikes. The count's 0-1. Newmac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prolu Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, sponsoring the broadcast. As here comes the 0-1. That's low and outside. Count 1-1. Seneca will face the winner of Mount Vernon and Cassville on Monday at 6 o'clock. It'll be a radio broadcast for you. So here comes the 1-1. That's outside, so the count 2-1. Get the late game on Tuesday nights.
Mm-hmm.
Monday night.
Yeah.
2-1 the count here on Wilson. Here comes the 2-1. Swung on and missed on the off-speed pitch. And the count 2-2.
I hope we have the game on Tuesday night.
I do too. 5 o'clock is the district championship here from Seneca. 2-2 pitch coming, and he's able to nub it foul.
Yep, stay with it, hang on.
Stay alive.
Do whatever you can.
Frossard has done a good job behind the plate the past week and a half. We'll have to see if KJ comes behind the plate on Monday night. That pitch is fouled off, going off the catcher and the umpire, and they're both okay.
Yeah, the umpire usually takes a little bit of time when a foul ball comes off either one of them, and the batter as well.
Wilson's fouled off 2 in a row. Here comes another 2-2. That's inside, and the count's full at 3-2, so Wilson doing a good job battling here.
He usually has a pretty good eye and makes the pitcher have to work.
This count is full. Here comes the 3-2 pitch. That ball is hit to the first baseman, and he will field him himself for the putout. There's 2 down as Drew Sherwood comes to the plate. Not a lot of hard contact here for Seneca. I think Ginger had the hardest hit ball so far today.
So far.
Johnson just grounded one weakly to third. He's on deck if you can get Sherwood on. As Sherwood takes the ball. So counts 1-0. We've mentioned Johnson has been exclusively DHing for about a week and a half.
Yeah.
Have to see if they put him behind the plate for districts. That ball is nubbed just foul, which Seneca catches a break there because the first baseman, Lawson, was hoping it would just stay enough fair that he could tag the bag.
He was trying to get there right before the bag to catch it, but it just hopped. It hit the ground right there just outside the line.
So 1-1 pitch is swung on and missed. Count 1-2. I always find it amusing. I know it's the home plate umpire's call before the bag, but it always cracks me up sometimes with the first base ump when he's there. He's so much closer, and he doesn't have the call. As the 1-2 is laced out to right field, and the right fielder can't grab it. As Spivo was charging and was not able to make it, and so a 2-out base runner as Cade Johnson comes to the plate. You would have to think Sherwood's going to be trying to get into scoring position here.
It might. Sometimes it's a good time to send him. You want to take the bat out of KJ's hands compared to can you get him to second base?
First pitch is nubbed, and it's fouled off. Counts 0-1. It's been a defensive battle here through 2 2/3 innings. Talk about timely hitting, and right now Neosho has the timely hit.
Yeah.
Seneca had runners at first and second, nobody out. First and third, I think nobody.
Second and third. Well, I know you're right.
So that pitch is in there for a strike. Counts 0-2.
First, third, no one out.
Yeah.
You're right.
And couldn't get him in.
And we had second, third with 1 out. Had 2 batters to try to get him in, couldn't do it.
So here comes the 0-2 to Johnson. That's in the dirt. Counts 1-2. Sherwood likes trying the delayed steal. I shouldn't say likes trying. He does like the delayed.
I think Coach calls it that way sometimes. If you delay steal, nobody's moving. That's what they try to get.
So here comes the 1-2, and that breaking ball just high. Count 2-2. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, all sponsoring the broadcast. 2-2 the count. Here comes the 2-2. That stays high, and the catcher Crane able to stick with it, and the count's full at 3-2. So now Sherwood gets an advantage because he gets to go on the pitch.
If we get a base hit. If he can just hit the gap, he might be able to score.
The pitch is inside for ball 4, and I don't think Sherwood realized that the base or that the count was full because he did not
didn't move, did he?
He did not leave.
And I think Coach is talking to him about it right now. It's like
he didn't realize there was 2 outs and
Yeah.
The count was, might have realized the count was full, but he didn't realize there was 2 outs because he looked back at the scoreboard like, oh.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Coach is like, Coach Hughes down there was talking to him just a little bit. It's like, what are you doing?
Ginger singled his first time on the first pitch, takes a strike. Counts 0-1.
Let's see if he can get a timely hit again. Here we go. Runners in scoring position. Can we get that hit to get a run in?
Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. So here comes the 0-1. That ball is hit down the third base line, just foul. Counts 0-2. Seneca having a hard time with that off-speed pitch for Batterson, whether it's a changeup or a curveball. Both of them, they're having a hard time reading.
He's having a hard time holding that bat back, and that's flipping it over, staying with it. But he's got his work cut out now, 0-2.
So here comes the 0-2, and he was expecting something off speed, able to foul off the fastball, and the count remains 0-2.
If you don't like it, foul it off. That's what he was trying to do. I talked to him the other day. He said he got a base hit, and that's a good base hit. He said, I was just trying to foul it off. Well, that's a good thing. You put the ball in play, good things happen.
So here comes another 0-2 to Ginger. That breaking ball stays high. Count 1-2. Ginger had 5 RBIs on Tuesday night.
Yeah, he's hitting the ball solid, just like he did that first one. Need it solid.
1-2 the count. Here comes the 1-2. And that fastball stays high, and Ginger has worked it from 0-2 to 2-2.
Now you're thinking that pitchers want to throw something that he wants to throw. So you need to be ready on this one.
So here comes the 2-2. That ball is laced into left field, and it's going to fall in front of the left fielder. There's going to be a play at the plate, and in safely is Drew Sherwood. It went through the cutoff man, and Hagen Ginger able to tie the game up at 1. It fell in front of the left fielder Welch, who could not make the play, and Seneca has tied it at 1 now for Grant Houchin. There's one of your timely hits there, Darryl.
Yeah, we got one, and we could use another one right here from Grant.
So that one's fouled back to the screen, and the count's 0-1.
Yeah, that was a good piece of hitting by Hagen that time. Worked it back to 2-2, and finally got the pitch he wanted.
Able to dump it in front of the left fielder. 0-1 the count here on Houchin. Here comes the 0-1 pitch. He pokes that one out to right. The right fielder has a long ways to go, and Spiva grabs it in fair territory for the final out. For Seneca, they do get 1 run in the inning on 2 base hits, no errors. They strand 2. 3 done. We're back where we started at a tie ball game here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
We Christians have become soft. We've become absorbed with the world. Until now, it is difficult to tell the difference between the true believer in Christ and a man of the world.
Ouch. Does that hit a little too close to home? Here's Billy Graham on how we can turn that around.
Today, we need desperately to have men and women of courage and discipline. For courage and discipline are contagious. And if the world is to be changed, it must be done not by those who go along with the crowd, but by those like Martin Luther when he cried out, "Here I stand, I can do no other."
That's not an easy thing to do, but with God's help, it is possible. Learn more about developing courage and discipline in your walk with God at findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent. I'm for working hard for what you get and then protecting what you've got. Your home, your vehicles, your life. I'm for making an honest living and taking pride in what you do, and for giving back to the community I call home. I'm for serving my clients with the respect and dignity you would expect from the farmers that started this company. And though I know you probably hope you never need me, I'm here for you when you do. I'm a Missouri Farm Bureau insurance agent, and if you're a Missourian, I'm for you.
I am Josh Dotson with Missouri Farm Bureau Insurance Services. If you're in Missouri, I'm for you.
And we welcome you back as Denver Welch grounded out to Colton Curtis to start the inning, and then Canton Smith just got pitched got hit by a pitch on the first pitch. So 2 pitches, 1 out, and a base runner. As Noah Lawson will come to the plate. Not very often you see that.
No. 2 pitches, 1 ground out, and then a hit batter.
Lawson grounded out to the pitcher his first time up. As Seneca tied the game at 1 in the third. Both teams scored their 1 run in the third as Lawson fouls that one off, so the count's 0-1. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministry, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast. Neosho was able to manufacture a run in the third. Seneca was able to answer.
Come back here and shut him down.
So 1 pitch. Must have been low. About the only place I can think of.
Yeah. Pretty good pitch.
1-1 the count here on Lawson. So here comes the 1-1. That hits the outside corner. And the count's 1-2. That one looked a little worse than the last one. So
yeah. He's got a bird's eye view of it, though, I guess.
Yeah.
The rest of the fans, they like to ooh and awe at him, but
yeah. He's got the best view out of everybody as the 1-2 breaking ball stays high. The catcher is, it's not the catcher. They stole that one. Neither Roark nor Curtis covering the bag, so a stolen base for Smith.
There's your delayed steal.
Yeah, 2-2 the count. He threw it towards Roark, so that wasn't necessarily a bad throw by Frossard.
No.
It counts 2-2 here on Lawson.
That's his job. Throw it on the bag.
So here comes the 2-2, and that's outside, and the count's full at 3-2. Neosho has only got 1 hit, and they've only stranded 1 base runner. They've also had a walk and 2 hit by pitches. So here comes the full count offering, and that's spoiled foul by Lawson. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, all sponsoring the broadcast. Count remains full here on Lawson. Comes another 3-2 pitch. That's popped a mile high in the air. Must have got out of play.
Maybe landing on the press box for too long.
This count's full.
I think we would hear it in this tin building.
Count remains full here on Lawson. Just fouled off 2 in a row. This is a good battle. Pitch number 8 coming up of the AB. That's hit on a hop to Houchin, and he can't field it. The runner going to try and take third, and it will be there. So runners at first and third on the E5, kind of an in-between hop. Houchin charged it like he should have, just couldn't make the play. As Quentin Hughes will come to the plate, and Houchin more mad at himself than anybody else.
Yeah.
Have to think Houchin's on the cut of the infield grass. You have to think Houchin and Ginger would come home. Curtis and Roark are looking for 2 up the middle. So here comes the first pitch, and it hits Quentin Hughes. And the bases are now loaded. Not sure what Wilson can't find the grip sometimes, because I think that's the 3rd hit batter of the game.
It didn't look like a curveball or anything. It kind of looked like a fastball, but it just be right at him.
Jaden Fisher was hit by a pitch in the 3rd, came around and scored, as that first pitch must have been outside. This counts 1-0. Bases full of Wildcats here as Wilson tries to dance out of danger with only 1 out. That's low, so the count's 2-0. None of these runners are on via a hit either. Hit by pitch, error, hit by pitch.
Talk about it, walks, hits, errors, that hit by pitch. I mean, getting them on, errors, it just kills you.
2-0 pitch is hit to Houchin at third. He stumbles, has to throw to first. He wanted to come home, but he slipped, and I think that was the right decision rather than...
Yeah, after he slipped,
Yeah, because he was going to try and come home, but he slipped, and so The run does come in and score. That's an unearned run as the fielder's choice, and now runners are at second and third with 2 outs. That pitch is outside on Brody Crane. So the count's 1-0. Crane, not an official at bat. He had a sac bunt his first time. For State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson, Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce, sponsoring the broadcast. 1-0 pitch is hammered down the left field line, and it's going to get foul. That might have had home run distance, but he was ahead of it.
Yeah, it was a high curveball, and he just got out in front of it.
1-1 the count here on Crane. If you're Wilson, you got to try and keep this to 1. 1-1 is outside, and the count now 2-1. Do have an empty base, but you don't want to put the number 8 hitter on. So here comes the 2-1 from Wilson. Swung on and missed. Maybe took a little bit off there, and the count's 2-2. Deuce is wild. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Here in the top of the 4th. 2-2 is swung on and missed for strike 3. And Jagger able to strand a couple of runners. For Neosho, 1 run in the inning on no base hits. There was an error, and they strand 2. We are through 3.5. 2-1 Neosho here on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
The Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce is an organization that exists to make Southwest Missouri a better place to live. That is why they are proud supporters of high school athletics. They understand that the life lessons learned from sporting competition teaches responsibility and discipline and makes our student athletes better citizens for tomorrow. Learn more about local area events online at neoshocc.com. Proud supporters of local school athletics.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
Ready to buy your dream home? Look no further than First Community Bank's Mortgage Department. Our experienced team is here to help you every step of the way from pre-approval to closing. With competitive rates, flexible terms, and personalized service, we'll make sure your home buying process is a breeze. Visit First Community Bank today and let us help make your dream home a reality. First Community Bank, where community comes first. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Caden Klaus starting off the 4th here for Seneca as he takes a ball high. So the count's 1-0. Have a new player out there for Neosho as the 1-0 pitch is laced into left field for a single. As Klaus leads off the inning with a hit and Roman Miller comes to the plate. Drake Swift came in for Denver Welch. We don't know if that's a straight change out there in left field or not, but...
Well, I got my eagle eyes on, and I still can't find out that number if it's...
It was 2 for 3, and they're both outfielders, so you would think that would be a straight change, but that pitch hits the outside corner, so the count's 0-1. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home at Arvest Ballpark tonight through Sunday, May 12th versus the Springfield Cardinals. For ticket information, nwanaturals.com. Proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO. As Klaus has to scamper back to the bags. The count is still 0-1 on Miller. Have to see if try and sacrifice Klaus over to second at some point. That pitch is outside. So the count's 1-1.
He's going to let him swing.
Patterson has been throwing a lot of pitches the last 2 innings. Had to throw 18 in the second, 30 in the third. That pitch is low, and the count's 2-1. So he might be running up into a pitch count issue sooner than Jagger. 2-1 the count here on Miller. Swung on and missed, and the count's 2-2. Patterson is a junior, so he gets 105 pitches. There's that 56 through 3. 2-2 count. That's high, and the count's full at 3-2. With nobody out, do you chance sending the base runner?
I would not. Not saying Caden Klaus is slow, but.
So here comes the full count pitch, and that ball hit through the left side. Back-to-back singles for the Indians to start off. And the bottom of the lineup is trying to get something started here for Seneca. As Braden Roark will come to the plate. With nobody out and the number 8 hitter up, do you try and sacrifice bunt here? Try and get runners to second and third so you have your 9 hitter and then 1 and 2 potentially with runners in scoring position. And we have a visit at the mound.
Yeah, it's an option by coach just because you got to take in consideration of how well Braden is swinging and what he's done lately. And he's been swinging the bat pretty well. I mean, he may sacrifice him over and, let him have 2-3 chances, with Curtis and who's a Colton Curtis and Jagger will be up next. And, or he may just let him try to swing away. We've got 2 base hits. Kids have seen this pitcher a couple times,
Yeah, and third time through the lineup here.
Yeah. So
well, actually second, but
right, second for these guys.
Yeah.
But
and then you always talk about trying to make fielders field their position. So if you can put a bunt down, make them field it, and see if they throw it away.
Yeah, Braid's got a few wheels on him here. First base is in, third base is in.
Ball poked out to center field. The center fielder going to come in and grab it, so they let him swing away there. Just off the end of the bat, and Versluis out there in center catches it.
He's probably second guessing his decision to let him hit, but sometimes you just got to let it go. Let him hit it. See what he can do.
As Colton Curtis will come to the plate. Wasn't really a pop out, but the shortstop made an excellent play out there in short left field to get the catch as Curtis swings through the first pitch. So the count's 0-1.
I would like to see Brandon, maybe let him throw a few pitches at him, and make him work a little bit. But, hey, he liked the one. He just missed it at the bottom of the ball.
Big gap on the right side as the one pitch is hit down the left field line. If that's fair, it would have been a problem, but it's just foul on the count 0-2.
He hit it good. He's out in front of it a little bit. He's got to learn to let it travel just a little bit. And he's throwing some off-speed pitches and messing. He's not really overpowering, so he's throwing the off-speed stuff and kind of messing messing with the batters up here from Seneca.
This Neosho Wildcat team, you have to think, as that pitch is offered at and missed, so a strikeout, and there's 2 down after 2 singles to start the inning. Jagger now needing to come through for a base hit. This Neosho team, 11 juniors on their roster, so you have to think next year might be a little better for them. They have 4 seniors and 11 juniors, and then they also have 8 sophomores. I mean, the sophomores, there are 9 sophomores. Crane, who's catching, is actually only a sophomore. Wilson swings through the first pitch. The count's 0-1. You have to think this Wildcat team, I know they play a hard schedule and in a hard conference, but I have to think next year might be a little bit brighter for them.
Might be. Yeah, should be. They stick with it and work hard.
So 0-1 the count here on Wilson. Pitch is outside, maybe high, and the count's 1-1. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Be sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO917 Sports. 1-1 breaking ball is hit to right center field, and the right fielder and the center fielder can't get to it. One run will come in and score and send a second run home, and he is safe at the plate. It's a 2 RBI double for Jagger Wilson, and there's your clutch hit for the Indians as they take the lead back.
It's been a while. I think it's been a while since, Jaggers had a good hit like that and found the open spot, but he got 2 runs in. Like you said, Ben, the timely hit at the right time. That was good. That's what we needed.
Roman Miller came all the way in from first, and he was able to just get under the tag. That was a good relay by Neosho.
I was lucky we had 2 outs because he could just keep going.
Yeah. As Sherwood gets hit by the pitch, and so now runners are at first and second for Cade Johnson, who walked his last plate appearance. Another long inning here for Patterson. See if KJ can come through with another timely hit and increase the lead. So here comes the first pitch to Johnson. He hits that one to third. Third baseman just has to field his position, and that will end the inning. But for Seneca here in the inning, they get 2 runs in the inning on 3 base hits, no errors, strand 2. 4 done in the books. 3-2 Seneca here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is, better health, better you.
And we welcome you back. 9-1-2 due up for Neosho here in the 5th versus Sluice, and then Williams and Spiva. As I was not paying attention, but I think that first pitch was a ball.
Low, yeah. His low bounced into.
My head was down. So here comes the 1-0. Pitch is dribbled foul, and see who had the Seneca dub out makes a play. None of them.
None, no.
Bench.
EB.
The count's 1-1 here on Versluis. He lined to Roark at second his first time up. They're shading him that way as that pitch is in there for a strike, and the count is 1-2.
Yeah, Roman's really covering the right.
They must think he's going the opposite way because Roark is shaded that way as well. As here comes the 1-2. That's outside. So the count's 2-2.
Sherwood's playing dead center. Roman's really playing right side.
Roark didn't have to move his last time, so obviously the coaches have done their scouting. So here comes the 2-2. And he nubs that one foul, but not high enough for Ginger to come over or for Frosser to get back and grab it. Count remains 2-2 on Versluis. He got jammed there.
Yeah, it's right off the handle. It was a good pitch.
So here comes another 2-2. Breaking ball in there for a called strike 3. And that's the first out of the inning. Hudson Williams will come to the plate. That is the 4th strikeout of the game for Jagger. Williams hit a single his last time, stranded at first base. It's 1 for 2. So here comes the first pitch to him. That's low, so the count's 1-0. Jagger has been pretty efficient so far here this afternoon. Not a ton of pitches through 4 as that ball is hit to Sherwood in center. Had to come in a couple steps and grabs it for out number 2.
Didn't have to move very far.
came charging in and then stopped.
Yeah, he reads the ball well coming off the bat. Sometimes I don't even know if you can learn that. It's kind of like a gift sometimes.
As Cade Spiva come to the plate, he's 0 for 1. He walked in the first and was doubled off. So that pitch is swung on and missed. Count 0-1. We'll see if Jake Swift or Denver Welch is on deck, because it is Swift on deck. He came in for Welch. This counts 1-1. Not sure if Welch got injured or what happened over there, but
I don't know. It is number 2.
So here comes the 1-1. A ball laced back up the middle for a single. 2-out single as Drake Swift will come to the plate. So Welch was 0 for 2 with 2 ground outs, and now Drake Swift will come to the plate. So they're going to probably try and manufacture a run here. Down by 1.
2 outs.
Yeah.
Send him.
Try and get that runner into scoring position, you would think. So here comes the first pitch. High and inside. Counts 1-0. Everyone at the Neosho Daily News versus Seneca Indians, good luck. Let's go get that win. A lot of scoring in these last 2 innings. Both teams scored 1 in the third. That pitch is in the outside corner, so it counts 1-1. Neosho scored 1 in the top of the fourth. Seneca answered with 2 of their own. Neither team has been able to get that shutdown inning after scoring. 1-1 the count here on Welch. That's outside. The count's 2-1. Two and 1 the count here on Swift. Actually, it's not Welch at the plate, it's Swift.
Yeah.
So here comes the 2-1. That's low, and the runner is off. And it hits him and bounces away. Wasn't that far away from Frossard, so I'm not sure if that was a delayed steal or more of he just saw the pitch in the dirt and decided to take off.
I think he saw it in the dirt, and of course, I don't think Dane noticed that he took off when he.
Yeah, he didn't notice right away.
Yeah.
3-1 the count here on Swift. That hits the outside corner, and the count's full at 3-2.
Yeah, it's throw strikes. Let's get this runner at the plate.
3-2 pitch coming up from Wilson. Comes the full count offering, and it almost hit him. So a 2-out walk, and runners are at first and second for Canton Smith, their designated hitter. Got the first 2 outs pretty quickly, but a single and a walk has runner in scoring position. So here comes the first pitch to Smith, and that's high for a ball. So counts 1-0. Smith popped out to shortstop. Was kind of more behind the second base bag, short center field. And then he was hit by a pitch in the fourth, eventually came around and scored. So here comes the 1-0. Foul tipped into the mitt. Counts 1-1. That second run is unearned.
Got Ian up in the bullpen.
He's warm at this point. Here comes the 1-1. That's popped a mile high in foul territory. See if Rossard has a play, and it just barely goes over the screen. It counts 1-2. So Ian Hefferon is loose. As counts 1-2 on Smith. I have to see how much more they let Jagger go. 1-2 the count here on Smith.
Let's see if we can't get this runner at the plate, or batter at the plate here.
1-2. Breaking ball is hit in the air to center field. Sherwood has a beat on it and grabs it for the final out of the inning. For Neosho, no runs, 1 hit, no errors. They strand 2. 4.5 done here in Seneca. Indians up 3-2, not 4-3. 3-2 here on the KNEO Sports Network.
Hi, this is Jamie Lankford with Lankford Insurance at 910 Washington Avenue in Seneca, Missouri. My wife Terry and I are proud to serve our local community and support local high school student athletes. Lankford Insurance specializes in life, agribusiness, commercial, and personal insurance needs. Please stop by and see us at our office or call us at 417-776-LIFE or visit us at www.midaminsurance.com.
And we welcome you back as Seneca will send 4, 5, and 6 here in the bottom of the 5th inning. As Ginger's 2 for 2, Houchin 0 for 1, and Klaus 1 for 2. The 3 scheduled hitters here for Seneca as they try and add on against Boston Patterson.
See if Hay can get this going again. Oh, no.
That one's fouled out of place. Counts 0-1. New Mac Electric, Prater's Pharmacy, Prelude Maintenance Center, Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, Seneca True Value, all sponsoring the broadcast. 0-1 the count here on Ginger. Pitch is inside, so the count's 1-1.
He's notorious for shooting trying to hit the first pitch.
1-1 the count here on Ginger. Patterson had 73 pitches through 4. That ball grounded to shortstop. High hop for Hughes. Throws to first in time. Ginger made it close, but good throw by Hughes, and there's one down for Grant Houchin, who's 0 for 1. He's also walked.
Wasn't quite slow enough roller that time.
Houchin has flown out to right. He's also walked. I'm very confused what the umpire was pointing at.
Some ball, I think.
I was going to say, he's pointing towards the Neosho dugout as Houchin swings at the first pitch. Misses, so the count's 0-1. 0-1 the count here on Houchin. 1 out in the inning. Comes the 0-1. That's outside. So the count's 1-1. With Neosho not playing till Wednesday, you have to think Patterson will be going as long as possible.
They got a game
tomorrow. But he's
he's
way
not gonna pitch.
past that point. 2-1 the count here on Houchin. That pitch was inside. Seneca has a game on Monday. And if you want to keep Wilson eligible, he's got to be done after his 5. Another slow roller to Hughes. Took a funny hop, and that should be an infield single for Grant Houchin. I mean, that last hop kind of went away from Hughes, and he had to readjust on the fly and a little wide throw.
You could tell it had some spin on it on that last hop. It dug and kicked to the left, his right, and the time he reached out and got it and threw back a little wild throw.
So here comes the first pitch to Klaus. Swings and misses. Counts 0-1. He started the rally in the 4th with a single.
I think he needs another single right here.
0-1 the count here on Klaus. Comes the 0-1. That's outside, so the count's 1-1. Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home, Big Nickel, Missouri Southern State University, Marine Center Incorporated, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count here on Klaus. 1 out in the inning. So that 1-1 pitch is hit a mile high in the air. The center fielder, Versluis, out there grabs it for out number 2 as Roman Miller comes to the plate. Miller battled from an 0-2 count to make it 3-2 and eventually singled and scored the go-ahead run. So if you have a 1-1 count and 1 out, you say 2-2 and 2 outs is 2 squared. What's 1-1-1?
1-1-1. Ones are wild. Almost a full house with ones.
So Roman Miller swings and misses at the first pitch, so the count's 0-1.
I guess that would be aces. That's all I know.
0-1 the count here on Miller. Here comes the 0-1. That's high and outside. So the count's 1-1. Langford Insurance, Dairy Queen of Seneca, First Community Bank, all sponsoring the broadcast. 1-1 the count here on Miller. That one popped out of play. Counts 1-2. Seneca opens up district play on Monday night here at home. 6 o'clock scheduled start time. You say scheduled because it's the second game. Never know how long the first game will go. 1-2 pitch is popped foul, and that one's going to get out of play.
First game scheduled at 4.
So you give them 2 hours. Usually that's enough time, but you also usually get about 45 minutes in between games. So I have to wait and see. So here comes the 1-2. He swings and misses for strike 3. For Seneca, no runs, 1 hit, no errors, 1 left on. 5 in the books. Seneca up 3-2 on the KNEO Sports Network. We'll have a pitching change after this here in Seneca.
A proud supporter of local high school athletics is Numac Electric. Serving Newton and McDonald County, they provide power for area homes and businesses and want to wish all the athletes much success throughout the season. For online bill pay and account information, the website is numac.com or 417-451-1515. Numac Electric, proudly serving Newton and McDonald County, where their slogan is your touchstone energy partner. A proud backer of the Seneca Indians is Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca. Located at 1101 Cherokee, they are honored to serve the area with traditional service options including church and graveside services. They also have prearranged funeral plans. For more information, the phone number for Funeral Director Mike Steele at Campbell Biddlecombe Funeral Home of Seneca is 417-776-2251 or online campbell-biddlecomefh.com.
Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca is the place to go before or after the game. Check out their amazing menu of fan-favorite blizzards like Oreo or cookie dough. Happy hour is daily from 2 to 5 p.m. That means everything you can drink from a straw is half price, excluding premium shakes. Don't forget to grab one of their $7 meal deals or their signature stack burgers and top it off with a Misty Slush. The Dairy Queen Grill and Chill in Seneca, located at 308 Washington, open daily from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. Proud to support the Seneca Indians.
Ian Heffron will come in to pitch for the Indians. Jagger Wilson, 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 base on ball, 4 strikeouts, and he only threw 74 pitches. So he will be eligible on Monday. So your top 3 will all be eligible for the game Monday night. So that first pitch is in there for strikes. Counts 0-1. Noah Lawson, Quentin Hughes, and Jaden Fisher are the 3 scheduled hitters here for Neosho. So here comes the 0-1. That's in there, and the count's 0-2. Heffron, probably Seneca's 4, maybe 5 starter. You have to think he's going to be their 4 next year.
Yeah, he's turned out to be a pretty good little pitcher. He likes working at it.
Counts 1-2, and he's only a sophomore. You think about your pitching staff next year, your senior in Houchin, a junior in Sherwood, a junior in Heffron. So that pitch is fouled back. So counts 1-2, and a sophomore in Wilson. It's not a bad little starting rotation for the Indians.
No, it's a good pitcher. They got good little pitchers. He's turned out to be probably come up to be like their relief pitcher and pitchers at the end. He's doing a pretty good job.
So 1-2 breaking ball must have just been outside, maybe low.
Oh, that was a good pitch.
And the count's 2-2.
A good pitch by Ian. And this is what Ian has to do. He's got to learn how to battle and learn how to adjust to whatever the umpire's strike zone is.
That pitch is high and outside, and the count's full now at 3-2.
Yeah, he's got to learn to throw strikes in the umpire's strike zone.
I think the umpire just said he had the count at 2-2.
I don't know how.
That's low. Okay, he did have a full count. And for ball 4. So a leadoff walk as Quentin Hughes comes to the plate. He has grounded out and was hit by a pitch. Or we have a pinch hitter. Pinch runner.
11, I believe.
As the pinch runner will be Jaden Nichols. Down by 1, you have to think some kind of play is on here when you bring in a pinch runner.
Yeah.
That's a healthy lead over there as well. That first pitch hits the top of the zone, so the count's 0-1. People's Bank of Seneca, Crowder College, Christian Healthcare Ministries, Seneca School District, SGA Unlimited, all sponsoring the broadcast.
Yeah, I think Quentin Hughes is one of the better players, probably one of the better hitters here.
That pitch is outside, and the count's 1-1.
Quentin Hughes, I think that's Eric Hughes' boy.
1-1 the count here on Hughes. Comes the 1-1. That's high and outside. Delayed steal, and they have him potentially, and he's out. Excellent throw by Dane Frossard. It's a 2-6 putout, and there's one down. 2-1 count. That was a delayed steal there by Nichols, and Frossard able to get him. And that was a pretty good throw, and Curtis able to get the tag down.
Good throw, good catch, good tag.
2-1 pitch is swung on and missed, and the count now 2-2.
That's a big out.
Yeah, because now potentially, if you can get one more pitch here, you'd have 2 outs instead of only 1. 2-2 pitch is spoiled foul. So the count remains 2-2. What a throw by Frossard trying to test the sophomore, and he made him pay.
He's up to the challenge.
He has done well in the last week or so as the breaking ball hits the outside corner for strike 3. First strikeout for Heffron, and there's 2 down now for Jaden Fisher, who's 0 for 1. He was hit by a pitch in the 3rd.
He's probably, I don't know if he's maybe the biggest surprise, but he's the best thing that we've had come up here, was
that ball hit to 3rd. Curtis going to throw over, and a good throw, and that will end the inning. The leadoff walk does not go to anything. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left. 5.5 done here in Seneca. Indians up 3-2, looking for some insurance on the KNEO Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is Better Health, Better You.
And we welcome you back as we hit the bottom of the 6th. It'll be 8-9-1, but Heffron is the pinch hitter. He entered for Roark, as it will be Ian Heffron, Colton Curtis, and then the top of the order in Jagger Wilson. As Patterson begins his 6th inning of work, swinging and missing at it is Heffron. So the count's 0-1. Patterson, 88 pitches through 5 innings. I don't think he would probably be able to finish 7 innings if it went that far, but you're hoping it doesn't go to the bottom of the 7th. So that 0-1 pitch is inside, so the count's 1-1.
Yeah, I was saying about Ian. Ian Heffron is probably the best thing that happened to Seneca's pitching this year. as he's been able to establish himself coming off the mound and coming in relief.
It's the 1-1 breaking ball is in there for a strike, and the count's 1-2. Southwest Missouri Bank, Neosho Daily News, Prairie Top Chiropractic, Lost Creek Wireless, and he's been able to, take some innings and relieve some stuff. I mean, you think about that Wild Diamond game as he fouls that one off, so the count remains 1-2. That Diamond game, KJ did not pitch well, and he had to come in the first, and he came in and pitched, I think, 7 innings.
Yeah, he did great.
And that was his second game that day because he had pitched under 30 earlier. That ball hit to Patterson at pitcher and able to throw it out. But as Colton Curtis comes to the plate, but, he was under 30 pitches, so he could come back right away if needed. And so, he threw over 110 pitches that day probably in back-to-back appearances. And he's, I know that was a wild game, and eventually you got to Klaus and Curtis and some of those guys you normally don't see. But he also saved some of a taxed bullpen and maybe saved some guys from pitching more than they should have.
Oh, absolutely. And what tickles me more than anything, he's not much bigger than the bat that he was holding up there a while ago. He's just a little old skinny snot, but, man, he's done a good job this year.
So 1-0 pitch is inside, so the count's 2-0. Four State Sports Report, Missouri Farm Bureau Agent Josh Dotson and the Neosho Area Chamber of Commerce. He's not scared of the moment either, as here comes a 2-0 to Curtis.
No.
And he accidentally fouls that one off, so the count's 2-1. I mean, you think about that Nevada game, Houchin came in 5 innings. Heffron had to come in after him. He got touched up a little bit, but that's a learning experience.
Learning experience. He's finding, he's getting out there, the experience on the mound, and that's really helping out.
So that pitch is grounded into the Seneca dugouts. The count's 2-2. Wilson kind of got out of the way, and he's getting some grief from Johnson and Ginger. Or maybe that's Sherwood.
Yeah, they're all mouthing him over there on the bench.
2-2 the count here on Curtis. Comes the 2-2. Swings and misses for strike 3. And there's 2 down as Jagger Wilson comes to the plate. He's 1 for 3, singled in the 4th, reached second on the throw-through. He's also grounded out and grounded out.
Ground out. Base hit?
Yes.
No, yes.
2 RBI base hit.
Yeah. Single up there, drove in 2 runs.
Yeah, that gave Seneca the lead.
Yep.
See, the first pitch to him must have been outside, so the count's 1-0. Patterson had 88 pitches to start the inning. He's well into the 90s at this point. So here comes the 1-0. That's outside, and the count's 2-0. This might be his last batter. This is pitch number 101, I believe. And the count's now 3-0. So, depending on if he throws a couple strikes to Wilson, this may be his last batter. Pitch is in there for strikes. Counts 3-1. And sometimes I say that and I'm off by a pitch or two. And so here comes the 3-1, and that ball is popped a mile high.
Straight up.
And the shortstop, Hughes, is going to grab it for the final out of the inning. Seneca needs 3 out to claim the victory. Back after this on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
If you're a weekend warrior who likes to go, 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 don't let pain put the brakes on your pace. When you need help with an injury that keeps you from moving, you want an orthopedic team with a proven track record. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine is nationally recognized and were recently named CareCheck's #1 hospital in the market and top 10% hospital in the state for hip fracture repair. Freeman Orthopedics and Sports Medicine, the experience you need to keep pace with life.
At ProLube Tire and Auto Center, we know what it means to rely on your vehicle. We race all year and know how to get that extra inch out of every part. Precision, quality, and reliability are not just words to us. It's what we do every day. We know you rely on your vehicle to perform for your family. From oil changes to full-on repairs, ProLube gives you the best racetrack team experience, so you can be worry-free.
ProLube Tire and Auto Center, where we get it right on the road and the track.
Seneca Indian Athletics is sponsored by Prairie Top Chiropractic. Located at 4556 Quince Road in Seneca, chiropractic physician Seth Wilson offers chiropractic services to Seneca and the surrounding areas. For appointment information, their phone number is 417-776-4556 or discover more at facebook.com/Prairie Top Chiropractic. Prairie Top Chiropractic, where their slogan is better health, better you.
Brody Arthur was a pinch hitter, and he grounded out on the first pitch to Colton Curtis, so 1 pitch and 1 out. As Finn Versluis will come to the plate here for Neosho. 9-1 are the scheduled hitters here against Ian Heffron in the 7th.
I'll tell you what, if Ian can get through this, that'd be huge for his confidence.
So the pitch is swung on and missed. The count's 0-1. Northwest Arkansas Naturals are at home, Harvest Ballpark through Sunday versus the Springfield Cardinals. For ticket information at nwanaturals.com. A proud supporter of high school baseball on KNEO as that pitch is a ball. Keep up on the latest Seneca broadcast ball game schedule. Sure to like us on Facebook, facebook.com/KNEO Radio. Follow us on X at KNEO917 Sports. That pitch was low, so the count's 2-1. Don't really want the tying run coming to the play or on base. The winning run, well, I shouldn't say winning. It'd be go-ahead run at the plate.
This is what Ian's got to get.
2-1 pitch is hit to left center field, and it's going to drop in front of Drew Sherwood. Sherwood was kind of playing straight up there, and he just dumped it into left center.
Yeah, just right over the shortstop's head. But this is what Ian's got to learn here, just because, sometimes you don't get the call all the time. And you've got to fight your way through it.
Williams 1 for 3, but all 3 of those at-bats were against Jagger Wilson. Looking for a double play here and end the ball game. Ball hit to Wilson. There's a play for 2. Curtis for 1, and that's it, and he almost overran the bag. And I think that's what head coach Bo Hessel is going to.
Yeah, he
thought about it. He called him out.
Yeah.
It was a 6-4 put out, and the fielder's choice has Williams on. As Cade Spiva comes to the plate, he's 1 for 2. He's also walked.
See if they don't send him to try to get him in.
Yeah, get him in scoring position as that first pitch hits the top of the zone. So the count is 0-1.
I know I had Ian's mom in class, Shanika. I give her a hard time. I said, why don't you feed this kid? But he's doing a great job this year.
A 1 pitch is in the dirt, and it gets behind Frosser. The wild pitch allows the tying run to get in scoring position, and the count's 1-1. And on a day like today, you don't want to, A, allow the tying run to come in, and B, go to extra innings by any stretch.
No, that's the thing. You're letting them have a chance right here.
The 1-1 is outside, and the count's 2-1.
Ian's got to make sure he stops and pauses up there in his delivery.
Drake Swift on deck. He walked in his lone plate appearance. He came in for Denver Welch. Comes the 2-1, and that's outside. Good job by Frosser to grab it, and the count's 3-1. He missed his release point there.
Yeah, you got to just throw strikes. You got to be able to trust your time. Just throw strikes.
Daryl, Seneca doesn't make anything easy on us.
No, they don't.
Here comes the 3-1. That's high for ball 4. So runners at first and second here for Drake Swift.
We're looking for 1 out here. That's all we need is 1 out. And that's all Neosho need is 1 hit.
Yeah. You couldn't get the double play there with Wilson. It was a little bit slower hit, and Curtis couldn't turn it. That would have ended the contest.
Yeah, they did the right thing to get the lead runner from second. But we haven't, like I said, we haven't thrown walk on the last one here. Just throw strikes.
First pitch is low. Count 1-0. Williams swung at the first pitch, and he reached on a fielder's choice. Wild pitch got him to second.
Mm-hmm.
Tying run is at second. Go-ahead runs at first. Pitch hits the outside corner, and the count's 1-1. Seneca here Monday night, 6 o'clock scheduled start time against either Mount Vernon or Cassville. So here comes the 1-1 hit to Houch. Wilson throws it to first and in, or she's safe. I don't think Houchin realized Wilson was there. I think you have to give an infield single there. If it goes straight to Wilson, the game's over. As Canton Smith will now come to the plates with the bases loaded. He's 0 for 2 and was hit by a pitch. Houchin he made an effort play, but I don't think he realized Wilson was where he was. That pitch is outside, so the count's 1-0, and now you really have to be wary about a balk. You were talking about him not really coming set.
Well, he's not from the stretch now. He's
that pitch
wind up.
Counts 2-0.
But you got to throw strikes now. You have to throw strikes for third. This is their designated hitter. Yeah,
cleanup hitter. Yeah.
This is the one they want at the plate, and you got to throw strikes.
That 2-0 pitch is low and outside, and the count's 3-0. Canton Smith might have a green light special on 3-0.
Oh, I wouldn't think he would. 3-0, chance to tie the game.
That's in there for a strike. Count 3-1. See if he's taking on 3-1. As Heffron needs to find another strike. That ball is hit in the air to right field. Miller out there. And he misplayed it. 1 run will come in and score. 2 runs will come in and score. Runners are at second and third. And Neosho has taken a 4-3 lead. Every run that is scored in this inning is unearned. Heffron made the pitch he had to. As Noah Lawson come back to the plate. That first pitch is a ball. So the count is 1-0. Lawson 0 for 2. He reached on an error in the fourth. This counts 1-1. The good news for Seneca is they'll have the heart of their order due up 2, 3, and 4 in the bottom of the seventh. So here comes the 1-1. And that's high. Counts 2-1. You do now have an open base if you need it. 2-1 the count here on Lawson. 2-1 pitch is just inside, and the count's 3-1. Now if you're Heffron, you have to try and reset and make sure the score is only 4-3 going into the bottom of the seventh. 3-1 pitch is in there for a strike, and the count's full at 3-2.
Just make plays behind him.
He made the pitch he had to. That should have been a routine fly ball. 3-2 pitch is golfed into left. 1 run will come in and score. They're going to send the second runner, and he is safe at the plate as 2 runs will come in and score on the RBI single. As all these runs are unearned because the game should have been over by now. That first pitch is a ball. Counts 1-0. Hughes 0 for 2. It makes the mountain a little bit tougher to climb. That pitch is a ball, so counts 2-0. Long inning here for Ian Heffron. What looked like it was going to be an innocent enough inning as that pitch is spoiled foul. So counts 2-1. Here comes the 2-1, and that pitch is hit in the air to center field. Sherwood out there will grab it for the final out of the inning. For Neosho, they score 4 runs in the inning on 2 base hits. There were also an error in the inning, and they strand 1. 2 errors in the inning, and they strand one. We head to the bottom of the 7th. Seneca needs 3 to tie, 4 to walk it off here on the KNEO Sports Network.
The Seneca R7 School District is proud to support the student athletes and coaches competing in this game. High school activities help students learn life values such as hard work, dedication, and teamwork. The Seneca R7 School District is honored to serve such a great community and wants to thank all the Indian fans for their great support. The Seneca R7 School District, tradition, pride, class.
A new era in local sports begins. The Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report is where you'll find all of your local sports information. Join Sports Director Michael Imami and reporters Chaz Wright and Tashina Coleman every night. We cover Little League, high school athletics, Missouri Southern, and Pittsburgh State, along with countless community colleges in the 4 states. We cover it all. So whether you're a Chiefs, Cardinals, Eagles, or Wildcats fan, you won't want to miss the Roper Kia 4-State Sports Report.
And we welcome you back. Seneca will have their 2, 3, and 4 hitters due up here in the bottom of the 7th inning as they look for a way to tie or take the lead. Bodiston Patterson is done after 6 innings. Noah Lawson will come in and try and close it out here for Neosho.
Let's see if Seneca can get some hits here and base runners on, put some pressure on there, and come back and at least tie or maybe take the lead.
Give you final line here for Patterson in a moment as Sherwood takes a ball. He is 1 for 2. He is also hit by a pitch in the 4th.
I'd be doing everything I could just make this pitcher have to pitch to you.
Side pitch is inside, so the count's 2-0.
Yeah, we need base runners.
Patterson, 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 base on balls, 6 strikeouts. So here comes the 2-0, and that's in there for a strike, and the count now 2-1. So here comes the 2-1. That's outside, and the count's 3-1. Doesn't matter how you get base runners, you just need them.
Just need base runners. And then you need some timely hits like Neosho got.
So here comes the 3-1, and that's on the inside corner, apparently. I thought it was inside. Sherwood thought it was inside. The one person that matters didn't. Counts full at 3-2. So here comes the full count pitch from Lawson. That's outside for ball 4. Leadoff walk for the Indians as Kai Johnson comes to the plate. He's 0 for 2. He's grounded out twice. He's also walked. KJ just needs to find a way on now as well.
That means he's due, right? If he's 0 for 2?
Sure.
He's due. Make him have to pitch to you.
I don't think Sherwood's really going to be going anywhere.
No, that's the last thing they need is someone picked off.
Lawson had a long look over, but that's not a very big lead as Lawson fires on the strikes. The count's 0-1. Sherwood not a big lead at all over there at first base. Here comes the 0-1. Breaking ball is low. Counts 1-1. Seneca will be here Monday night against either Mount Vernon or Cassville. Coach Swillam of Mount Vernon is retiring at the end of this year. That ball is poked in the air to left field. The left fielder going to charge in, and he makes a diving catch out there in left, and there's one down. So you know Mount Vernon will be motivated to try and extend the career of Coach Swillam.
Oh, yeah.
So they will have to play Cassville on Saturday, and the winner gets Seneca at 6 o'clock on Tuesday. As Hagen Ginger will come to the plate, he's 2 for 3. 2 singles. He's also grounded out. That pitch is outside. So counts 1-0. Hey, he didn't swing at the first pitch.
That's amazing. Well, it was outside. It was outside the white line that time, not inside.
1-0 the count here on Ginger. Here comes the 1-0. That's
the one. That's the one you wanted right there.
And that's in there for a strike, and the count's 1-1.
He's got such a slow windup. I mean, Drew could make it down there, I think, pretty easy.
So here comes the 1-1. That ball hit to third, and it goes through the third baseman's glove. Runners will be at first and second on the error. See if Seneca can take advantage of the error. It's an E5. So Grant Houchin comes to the plate. He's 1 for 2. He's also walked. Neosho scored 4 in the top half of the inning. Seneca trying to answer, and you're just trying to move the line down as the tying run is now at the plate with Grant Houchin. Big gap on that right side as that first pitch is in there for a strike. It counts 0-1. Both the second baseman and the shortstop are holding him on. Center fielder's playing straight up. Left fielder and right fielder are kind of
got a lot of room in right center.
Yeah, I was going to say they're both shaded over.
Yeah.
So that pitch hits the outside corner and the count's 0-2. Maybe not as much room in left center. So here comes the 0-2 to Houchin. That's outside, and the count now 1-2. Houchin has flown out to right, walked, and got a base hit in the 5th. 1-2 the count here on Houchin. That ball is dribbled to third, and it's foul. So Houchin will stay alive.
You have to. That pitch is on the inside. I mean, that could very well have been a strike. It's not the one he wanted, but he had to foul it off. I mean, if you foul it off, the pitcher will make a mistake and give it to you over the plate if you just hang tough. And that's what he's got to do right now.
His count remains 1 ball and 2 strikes. So here comes the 1-2 pitch. Breaking ball hit to third. The only play they're going to do is throw to first. It's a 5-3 put out. Runners are at second and third, but Seneca is down to their final out. As Caden Klaus comes to the plate. Singled in the 4th. He's also flown out and struck out. So 2 outs here as Klaus comes to the plate. So here comes the first pitch to Klaus. That's in there for a strike. Counts 0-1. So here comes the 0-1. Swung on and missed, and the count now 0-2. And Seneca is down to their final strike.
Things look gloom for the Mudville 9.
So here comes an 0-2 pitch to Klaus. That ball is hit to third on a hop. Third baseman atones for his error, and he makes the play. And Neosho comes away with the 6-3 victory as they improve to 9-21 on the year. Seneca finishes the regular season at 18-12 overall. The post-game show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District after this break on the KNEO and Seneca Indian Sports Network.
Prater's Pharmacy in Seneca is a proud supporter of the Seneca Indians. The pharmacy is open from 9 to 5:30 Monday through Friday and from 9 to 1 on Saturday. They offer an automatic refill program and internet refill service online at praterspharmacy.com and through their mobile apps. They also have a drive-through window. Prater's Pharmacy at 1711 Cherokee in Seneca, 417-776-8701. Go Indians!
We Christians ought to be lights in the midst of darkness, and our lives should exemplify peace and joy in the midst of frustration, confusion, and despair.
But that's not always the case, is it? Billy Graham understood why it can be hard for followers of Christ to be different from the world around them.
Every possible pressure is being brought to bear upon the Christians to conform to the standards of the world. The greatest need in America and in the Western world at this hour is not a new organization. It is not more money. It is more revival among God's people. And we're never going to have a revival unless Christians discontinue their conformity to the world.
If you want to be different from the world around you, we have some resources that can help. Stop by our website, findpeacewithgod.net. That's findpeacewithgod.net. We're the Billy Graham Evangelistic Association.
And we welcome you back for the final time. The postgame show sponsored by Crowder College and the Seneca School District. Seneca falls here by a final score of 6-3, and fortunate for the Indians, we talk about timely hits. Unfortunate for them, there were a couple untimely errors, 3 errors in the ball game for Seneca. 6 runs, 4 hits for Neosho, and they 1 error. They stranded 6. Seneca 3 runs, 7 hits, 3 errors, and they stranded 9.
Tough loss. I mean, tough for Ian. Ian came in, pitched well. We just made mistakes behind him, allowed him to come back and take the lead, and then we couldn't answer. In the bottom of the 7th, that's just it. It's like this team tries to find ways. We talked about it. Tries to find ways instead of finding ways to win. Right now they're finding ways to lose. I hope they get it all out of their system before district starts on Monday for them.
Yeah, I mean, it's winter. Your season is done, and it ends the career of Colton Curtis and Cade Johnson. So you got to hope that they're going to be motivated for that. Ian Heffron, a tough luck loss, 2 innings, 2 hits, 4 runs given up. None of them were earned. 1 base on ball, 1 strikeouts. Jagger Wilson was in line for the win. He unfortunately gets a no decision. 5 innings, 2 hits, 2 runs, 1 earned, 1 base on ball, 4 strikeouts. Boston Patterson for Neosho, a no decision. 6 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 3 earned, 2 base on ball, 6 strikeouts. Noah Wasson gets the win in relief. 1 inning, no hits given up, 1 base on ball, and no strikeouts. Seneca faced the winner of Mount Vernon and Cassville on Monday night at 6 o'clock. I'll say that it's a 5:30 pregame show, but that is to be determined as the game will be on the radio on Monday night. And then if they're lucky enough and able to get a victory at home, the district championship would be Tuesday night at 5 o'clock. Daryl, you already mentioned about the errors, and obviously those need to be fixed going into district play. But it seems like Seneca is starting to figure some things out. Jagger Wilson had a timely hit there for the Indians, a 2-run single in the 4th. And, if they get the kind of pitching that Jagger had today, they probably have a pretty good chance of winning on Monday night.
Yeah, Jagger pitched well. Houch has been pitching well. Drew's been pitching well. It's just we find ways to make the wrong errors at the wrong time, and sometimes we can't get the hit at the right time. Tonight we got a few hits at the right time. We scored. We were playing well. We have that 1 inning that just, how do you, as a former coach, it's hard to go through. It's hard to watch, And sometimes there ain't nothing you can do. I mean, you practice, and then routine plays become just non-existent. Tough to watch.
That will do it for us here this evening as Seneca falls by a final score of 6-3. Like we said, district play starts on Monday night as they face either Cassville or Mount Vernon. 6 o'clock is first pitch. That game will be exclusively on KNEO. No video broadcast the rest of the way. For Coach Darrell Harbaugh, I'm Ben Wolcott saying so long here from Seneca. We thank you so much for watching high school baseball here on the KNEO Seneca Indian Sports Network.
This has been a live production of KNEO Sports. This broadcast may not be reproduced or retransmitted without the express written consent of KNEO Sports Network. This has been a sporting outreach of KNEO Sports Network, reaching into communities to make a difference for eternity.